So, you must be wondering how I got myself into this position.
Am I?
Well, I recommend you go check out this video first. This is the part 1 to this whole thing. Essentially, this has been leading up to this current disaster you're seeing.
It's an emergency, sir.
Come back when it's a catastrophe. Oh, very well.
This is a disaster of my own making, and I really hope I can pull this one out of the gutter because I put it there myself. Would be rather embarrassing if I couldn't. Now, on to the video. It does feel like the influx of my troops along with what remains of the Polish army have stabilized the country at 97%. I hope the British funnel some of their troops in, maybe some French troops. It would be nice to see a little bit extra help on this front line, but it's mostly me and the Poles here. A shame they chose to be in the Allies. We could have been good friends. We could have been the best of friends. It was not meant to be. All right, we got a couple of extra cores, so these should be core states now. Let's go grab the Bulgarian patriarchy. Extra stability is brilliant. Daily political power. We're gonna need all of these things if we are to come out on top. Also need to work on integrating my puppets. I need to work on so much. It's a little overwhelming, but we'll get it done. Germany's gone to war with the Netherlands and... God. Germany's fighting on 3 fronts, and they're still not managing to put up a fight. At least Belgium, do a little better. Right, with every little offensive, the liberation of Poland draws near. They're no longer on the brink. They're just close to the brink at 88%. I think this is a very good defensive line to hold while I actually build up my country. Up to extensive conscription, we'll have some manpower. I'll also do freedom of the press. This does give me some democracy support, but not that much. A lot of extra stability and 120 political power. I think that's going to be very valuable. What happens to the factions doesn't matter because the factions are gone. They're dead and buried. This is just for the political power. Speaking of political power, let's integrate Turkey a little more. That seems like it's worth the expenditure. Let's see if we can punch through towards Krakow. Probably not. Okay, nice. Oh no. With the Soviets declaring war on Poland, there is nothing I can do. Ah, Stalin, why are you like this? Oh, that is so bad. I should have just been on the offensive more. I should have attacked more. Ah, okay, I'll try and help Poland, but I doubt it's going to be enough. No, I need to pull them all out. Now, I need to pull them all out now or they're going to die. They need to fall back immediately. Oh, I'm going to lose all of them, aren't I? They're going to drive into that stupid province and I'm gonna lose everything. Just gotta get as many of them out as I can. Shockingly, I am actually getting most of them out, but Poland's gone. Poland's dead and gone. I'll have to probably get Italy involved and push up through the Alps, which I hate. I absolutely hate, but I don't see another way towards victory here. I don't have a border with Germany, so I will need to call one of my puppets in. Speaking of puppets, all right, Yugoslavia, you get to be a lower tier top puppet. Get more of your stuff, thank you. No! Oh! They got encircled! No! Military access not allowed. Okay, so I've lost 1, 2, 4 units, 6 units, and 7, 8 units out of the entire army. I lost 8 units. I can live with that. How about we help the French out? I can get military access from the French, maybe even the Belgians, and come at Germany from the other side. It would probably be the easiest way to work my way through here. Probably get a lot of participation doing it. I think we're gonna give that a try. Otherwise, I have to get Yugoslavia, maybe even Bulgaria involved, maybe even Italy. Ugh, worst case scenario, don't want that. I think I'm gonna give that a try, and I want everybody to leave me alone diplomatically. Of course, this would turn out to be incredibly horrible if Germany suddenly got a war goal on Yugoslavia and I have no troops, but I'm training holding divisions. I'm training more men. Oh god, I'm already out of manpower again. Oh yeah, Germany's hurting here though. They're not gonna push through, not with our divisions in place. Hopefully they also won't go through the Maginot. Yes, I can feel this is gonna work. I'm gonna push through there once I've got things organized. Germany doesn't usually get a war goal on Hungary or Romania. They might get one on Yugoslavia though, so that's the only problem I might run into. That and Italy doing weird things. I don't want Italy doing weird things. They are in the Allies. Oh, Italy is still at war with Ethiopia. Ethiopia is in the Allies. They are gonna end... Yeah, they're gonna end up at war, aren't they? We'll deal with that problem when we get to it. We've been researching air for a little bit. Let's start putting fighters out there. So cannons with heavy machine guns. I've been told this is great. Big ol' engine. I like drop tanks when I go to war with the USSR, so I'll just start plonking them in there. I like rubber, so I'll just settle for armor plates or self-sealing fuel tanks. We'll see if I can afford the rubber cost. Probably can't, but, you know, we'll see that when we get to it. Probably need some CAS as well. I will be fighting a whole lot of people eventually. Oops, I haven't researched CAS stuff yet. I knew I forgot something. Let's go get bombs. Oh yeah, and the Soviet Union just took Bessarabia. I don't even get a say in it. It just gets signed over. They fixed Albania. Why can't they fix Romania? Germany seems to have redirected much of its armed forces. I can just call Yugoslavia in anyway. As long as this isn't stacked out the wazoo, I can probably push through. I gotta give Paradox credit. Germany is a beast. If you push Italy, it falls over. Same with the Soviet Union, same with Japan, but Germany is a beast and it can just keep going in the worst of circumstances. I'm gonna call the Yugoslavs in. Might suck, but we'll have to just deal with it. And I'm gonna launch expeditionary force north and start pushing here. Try and weasel our way through to the north this way. No, this might not actually be as great as I had expected it to be. We'll see. I still push through. I got pretty good units here. German AI instantly reacted by funneling more troops in. Yeah, like there were even gaps in the line here, and suddenly there's like 6-7 divisions on every tile, so I fucked this up. Don't think we'll be pushing through there. Might as well just bring the army home then and just set up my entire force here and try a brute force approach. I am an unmitigated idiot, but maybe we can get through here? No. Like, the river crossing's terrible. Why do I have supply issues? There are no supply issues here, supposedly. I'm gonna call the Hungarians in, which also means I need to build in their territory to keep them under my thumb a little longer, and start attacking in this general area. Hopefully we can make it to Vienna. If not, I've just made another massive mistake, which is not entirely unheard of for me. So I do tend to make massive mistakes. Guess we might make it to Vienna if we can stop them from attacking us. Stop pinning me. Let's start putting some tanks into production. Basic mediums. I know people are going to complain about my tank design. It's not meta. It's not perfect. My god, Dankus made so much better tanks. I don't care. I think this will do on a budget. I do like it to be a little bit faster though, so it's not perfect, but it will have to do for the start of things. I'll need fewer guns anyway. So the enemy has used pinning effectively to stop me from capturing Vienna. The bold strategy has completely failed. They just shifted more troops around and I'm stuck once again. I'm just getting pushed back tile after tile. Pulling Yugoslavia in was probably a mistake. No, Italy! Oh, Mussolini, you absolute buffoon. This all started out so well. I had such high hopes for this campaign. It has turned into an absolute disaster. Why? And we're being pushed back another tile. I haven't even made a single inch of gains here. There's just too many Germans. There's just too many damn Germans. I do hope that at least taking some casualties. Okay, so they are taking casualties. I have lost. How have I lost 460,000 men when I don't even have that much manpower? Concentrated push combined with pinning attacks. Maybe I can get through now. No, I've run out of organization too quickly. I think I'm being bombed a lot. Not really. Just gotta push through. Just gotta push through. Quit whining and just push through. Feel like I could just walk into the next tile as well. Come on. Come on, push them out. Take that supply hub. No. Pinning attack. And they have reinforced. Keep going. Just keep going. We almost got this. Come on. Yes! I've taken Graz. That means I can have local supply here. Hold all offensives. Reinforce, redeploy, start cleaning this up. Okay, now we're playing. If I can push from Graz towards the impassable mountain there, would narrow the gap here because they don't have any supply now. Klagenfurt would get cut off. And I can also open up the roads to Vienna. Yes, okay, Romania, you get to be my closer puppet. I need to keep my industry up to date. I am... Okay, we're hopeful now. We're hopeful again. A little bit of air. Does wonders. That's it. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. From Graz up towards Vienna. From Vienna to Berlin. I have to admit, Mussolini, I'm mildly impressed with your progress in France. Don't know if I actually want you to succeed, but it's looking interesting nonetheless. Still small encirclement, better than no encirclement, so start killing that. And we're right outside Vienna, actually. That's good. It's 9 divisions we can destroy. I'll settle for that. I'll take it. Yeah, probably not the glorious breakthrough I was hoping for, but I did. finally managed to go through Slovakia. This is untenable. For some reason, I'm not able to get the supply in, mostly probably because of bombing. I'll strike elsewhere then. I just need to keep the pressure up. Just need to keep the pressure up, and we can still do this. We can go right through the Germans if we need to. Oh, well, Japan has just made sure that the USA is going to join this war. Not something I was looking forward to, but also not something I can actually change. So it is what it is. Now, I don't want to fight the Allies anymore. Fighting the Allies becomes a nightmare. For everyone complaining about you never finish off the USA, it's not that I can't do it. It's simply that I don't want to do it. Well, if I can't take Vienna outright, let's see if I can encircle the city. Bulgaria will rule all of the seas it touches, which is not that many yet. Not yet, at least. All right, and that is Vienna encircled. Sweet, let's clean it up. It is very slow going, I admit. I had hoped for this to be a little quicker, but can't have all the things you want. So, Marlin Sok and Javi, you are the first two to become tanks. Congratulations. Counterattack going better now. Once I took Vienna, pushed through towards Wels, the mountain line there, and then rolling up all the way to Innsbruck. Don't think I'll get there, but if I can just consolidate this, if I could push them one more tile, but I doubt I'll be able to get there. I can leave a small holding force here, and from there, redirect my actual good units. If I can break through, however, that will be also amazing. I don't have more men, though. If the front widens, I don't have any more troops. It also looks like Italy is now losing in mainland France, mostly because the US showed up, so this is over for Italy. I should be prepared to stab them in the back. I definitely should be prepared to stab them in the back. All right, sweet. It looks like we're through. I need someone at Paradox to tell me what the hell's going on. For some reason, the Germans, who have no military access with Italy, can walk into territory that Italy controls, despite never being involved in a war against Germany, and they can then use that territory to walk into enemy territory despite not having military access anywhere. Look at that. How stupid is that? Now, I can walk in there, but I can't do anything else. Like, that tile will not flip. Why is Krakow now flipping to the Soviets? The Soviets aren't even involved in this war. You know what? Just to spite the Soviets, I'm going to ban communism. All right, time for the armor to start driving. Let's see if I can create some sort of encirclement here using the Swiss border. Once I have dealt with Germany, I can at least try to have some fun with the Soviets. Now, I do remember the Soviets being really annoying as Bulgaria due to the Fatherland Front shenanigans, so our mileage may vary on the fun part. Encirclement! There we go. At least we'll get a good slice of Germany for our efforts. Good. All right, so now clean up the pocket. I'll use the good divisions. The members will serve their purpose. And let's see if I can get the armor to reach the French border. Surely Germany must be like on its last legs. Extensive conscription. How much have they lost? 4.7 million. Another 11 German divisions gone, dying in the Alps. Perfect. Oh, my lines are getting too thin. When the Germans counterattack, I am in trouble. They've pushed me a couple of tiles just because most of my units are puppet divisions and pretty much everyone is running out of amp. Ooh, Yugoslavia keeping up the fight. Actually, no, it's just my Turkish and Greek troops are running out of steam, so I should probably be switching those out for other units. Request divisions. Well, I'll need to be switching a lot of divisions around, so... we might make the encirclement happen if I can just blast through this tank division, pin the divisions up there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Make it happen. Drive in there, tanks. Drive in there. Oh, nice pocket down there. I'll use the armor to clean it up because I need to minimize casualties. One step closer to Berlin. That is a good amount of divisions gone. Like 15 will probably trap here. Oh yeah, more like 20 divisions. Maybe even more. Sweet, we've taken Frankfurt little by little. Bulgaria expands. It expands. It gets greater than it already was. It's not pretty. I admit, none of what I'm doing here is pretty, but it is necessary for the survival of Greater Bulgaria. I just hope Germany just gives up soon. Oh god, just give up. Right, it does look like I'll cut Germany in half if I can get to Bremen, whatever. I'll destroy whatever's on the western side of my massive salient, and then we'll envelop Germany and crush her utterly. Oh, this line is thin. Stupidly thin. Okay, so Germany is effectively cut in half. Okay, I'll redeploy the armor to this side and start pushing. It's not going to be easy, though. It's not going to be easy. Germany has a lot of troops left, and my lines are... well, thin doesn't even begin to describe it. I'm actually pretty proud. Oh, no! I was going to say I'm actually pretty proud of this one, but they immediately busted out. All right, we're getting breakthroughs. We're getting breakthroughs. All right, we're cleaning house now. We're cleaning house now. Okay, okay. We can stop panicking. We can stop panicking. All right, we got this now. We got this. We'll take a slice of the Netherlands along with us. So that effectively turns the entire German Western Front into a giant pocket. And that is the entire Western Front destroyed. Let's set up for a quick drive towards Berlin and get this over with. How is my collaboration government doing? 100 days. I might actually finish this before the collaboration government finishes. Most of these Turkish troops are now worthless because they have spent so much of their strength. Turkey doesn't have the manpower to keep reinforcing these units. You have served me well, Turkey. It's time to say goodbye, though. Bye-bye, Turkish units. You have done well. And now for the final drive on Berlin. Shouldn't be too difficult. Moving this, and Bulgarian tanks thundering towards Berlin. Berlin is undefended, and voila, we have taken Berlin, and Germany falls. Ooh, they still had a lot of stuff. Okay, so we have remade the map of the world. There's the German Republic here, who got Moselland. Italy is, of course, a mess. We have a Slovak Republic down here, but the greater Bulgarian Federation has grown once again. So we did manage to get Czechoslovakia out of it, most of Germany out of it, Austria as well, and we've turned Slovakia into a gigantic mess here. Bulgaria now also has a fleet. Unfortunately, the fleet consists of just 4 battleships. Well, 2 battleships and 2 battlecruisers, because obviously. All right, well, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna join these wars. I would end up fighting almost everybody in the world, I guess. Let's see if we can crush the allies quickly. And we'll try to roll them before they turn into a real problem for me. The fall of... I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Oh, Mussolini, you are going to give me an aneurysm. I look away for less than, what, 10 seconds, and you managed to get Rome invaded. Oh, I just hope my armor is gonna be enough to stop Mussolini from falling over. Might not, but we're gonna have to try. The French still... No, they got rid of their disjointed government, so it's actually going to be fairly difficult to cleaning that up. Oh, well, at least Bulgaria fights an honorable campaign. She stands with her allies, even if that was a terrible idea. At least we're overrunning France, more or less. Oh, look, we're almost through. I don't even have a proper fleet to try a quick and cheesy naval invasion. I don't even have naval bombers research to go that route either. But I do have a collaboration government in the German Republic for some reason, so thanks, game. I really appreciate it. Of course, we're fighting the Allies, which means endless naval invasions. Not just my territory, but mostly the Italian territory, which is a billion times worse. At least France has capitulated. That is something, at least. Maintain pressure, keep killing, keep fighting. Well, we've at least seized control of Europe. Don't have the manpower to really do anything anymore, so let's garrison everything, take a few minutes to take stock of the situation. Why is Japan guaranteeing the independence of the German What is this game even doing at this point? So I cannot go to war with Germany without also going to war with Japan. And but the last thing I need right now is another Titanic enemy. All right, I had some thinking, come up with a plan. A lot of it's going to be off camera, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to integrate Turkey and Greece, use their shipbuilding capabilities to build more of my navy using destroyers, aircraft carriers, and heavy cruisers. This is going to be a long haul plan. Also going to use the fact that Turkey borders North Africa. Well, you know, the overseas holdings of the Allies to launch a campaign for North Africa and Egypt, hopefully securing those regions for me as well. I'm going to train more of these German troops as soon as I can. And then hopefully I'll have the naval capabilities to take out the United Kingdom, secure those areas, and then turn my attention to the Soviets if they're still around by then, because, well, they've been naval invaded. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan. Well, it's gone better than expected. So Turkey's integrated. Compliance goes up. It is a bit of a hit to my industry. I have to admit, I probably lose a bunch of factories there, but I'm not using more than half of them. The tanks are plowing through. That will allow me to hopefully make a bit of an impact here. I'm taking as much of the supply as I can before the allies are able to redeploy and deal with me. Got a little bit of my air up as well. I've been able to overwhelm their fairly limited air force for now, so hopefully we can keep the ball rolling. All right, so for first push, that was good. That was honestly good. Very satisfied. Wish I could have taken a little more, but you know, can't have everything. Time to reorganize, regroup, and see if we can push across the Suez. Oh yeah, we can push across the Suez. Right, so limited success with my integrate my puppet strategy. I've got enough of a fleet that I can make limited naval invasions. That's not huge, but it's enough. I can probably land in the UK if I can break out of the Med. I'm gonna clean up North Africa. Italy has gotten involved in Egypt, but you know, it's Italy, so no real success there. Everything else, bit of a stalemate, but I am inflicting like massive casualties here. I am taking casualties, I freely admit that, but I am killing like a lot of people. Soviets have lost almost 8 million men. If I ever want to fight the Soviets, they're gonna be so weak. All right, naval invasion. Yes, I'm using tanks. I know it's not the world's greatest idea. I am well aware, but I need something. At least they got me Tripoli, and then I'll bring up my forces from Benghazi and we'll create a nice little solution to our current problem. There we go. Italy's declared war on the Swiss. That was a genius idea, Italy. We don't have enough trouble as it is, but I am cleaning up North Africa. I've integrated more of my puppets. I got an actual respectably sized fleet here. Yeah, I think I'm almost ready to actually go to town. And that concludes the North African campaign. I've also managed to sneak a naval invasion into Gibraltar. The seas are now open for the mighty Bulgarian fleet composed of mostly other people's trash. I'm gonna sail these boys up to Hanover, and then I'm gonna try and make a naval invasion happen with my tanks. However, my tanks are in a sorry state. Massive casualties were endured in taking North Africa. I am bleeding, but we have never been stronger. I'm integrating more land with every little tile we take. We are getting stronger, faster, better. Bulgaria is a titan. I'm gonna knock out the United Kingdom, maybe Ireland if I can get my ships there at least, and then we're gonna call it a day. I think we'll be done then. I could fight the Soviets, yes. Counterpoint, however, I don't want to. I really don't want to fight the Soviets. It's 1946. Please, I am so tired. I just want to go do something else, if that's okay with you guys. All right, naval invasion is off. It's just 17 tanks and they're still woefully under-equipped, but it will have to do. I have a massive amount of air en route to bomb the British into oblivion. They will never know what hit them. I just hope it's gonna be enough. Ultimately, time will tell. Right, it doesn't look like we're being contested all that heavily, so let's head to Liverpool. The old sneaky cut them in half. Reinforce the attack on Hull. Always take that airfield in Leicestershire. Or Leicester, or Leicester. Keep going. We can do this. I don't need fully equipped tanks. These are Bulgarian tanks. They're made of sterner stuff. The air is putting up a fight. They're in the fight for their lives, the fight for the life of Bulgaria. Make Ferdinand proud, boys. Make Ferdinand proud. I think we're gonna get them all to land. Yes, every Bulgarian tank has landed. Let's just knock the UK out. They're putting up a fight, but that's not gonna help. End of the day, Bulgaria is going to come out on top. Even for a disgusting amount of tanks short, these divisions are quality. Oh, that cleans up Wales nicely. All right. Okay, so we're a little overextended. Just a little bit, but we'll get this done. 13 divisions for the south of England should be enough. All right, Bulgarian tanks have taken London. Yeah, this is going to be over. It's just a shame that the USA is involved. Ah, well. We'll make something of it. Don't worry about it. And there goes the United Kingdom. Not so united now, are we? Oh god, I found the Royal Navy. All right, so let's see. Let's see if they turn my fleet into mincemeat. Oh no. Situation not to my benefit necessarily. Let's get the air up. Let's get some bombers overhead. Please don't sink my good ships. I don't have that many good ships. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Lost 2 shitty destroyers, killed 10 shitty destroyers. Could be better, could be worse. All right, that's something. Oh boy, I regret to inform you that we've had a very unpleasant encounter with the Royal Navy. So I lost Schlesien, a light cruiser, 2 heavy cruisers, 24 destroyers. Oh boy, but I did sink 5 enemy destroyers. Yay. Oh, it's a battleship gone. Yeah, my navy took a beating. massive beating. It needs to be replenished, and it needs to be replenished quickly. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as replenishing a navy quickly in Hearts of Iron. All right, so as a means to finish this campaign once and for all, deploy these last few units so I can hold the southern flank against the Soviets. I'm gonna go in, gonna try and retake Bessarabia, hopefully integrate one or two of my puppets, and then I can call this a win. I can end this. I never have to touch Bulgaria again. This has not been the most successful run I've ever had by a mile, by a long shot, let's say. I should also probably start putting spies up everywhere I can, trying to get 3 collaboration governments in. Okay, can I join the Soviet war? Who am I gonna fight? Who are you fighting? Like, everybody. That much is obvious, yes. Well, I'll join the Soviet-Italian war then. May God have mercy on us all. Well, a quick cut through here towards Vienna can help me contain that. This is not all that scary. They're very likely to be very, very overextended, so just gonna put my units on that front and not care too much. The annoying thing is that Iran is involved, so it's gonna make pushing up a little bit more difficult, but not insurmountable. Nothing here is really insurmountable. It's just gonna take time and effort, and I'm all out of both. We do have all of these guys pretty much encircled now. I'm gonna push out from here towards the next bottleneck around Katowice and Krakow. Keep pushing. All right, so the Fatherland front is very much crushed. Let's keep things moving along. Keep upgrading these tanks as we go, and we should be in Moscow eventually. Can't be that much longer until we crush the Red Army. How many losses have the Soviets taken? That can't be right. 800,000. That can't be right. I gotta check the other war. 15 million. What I need right now is for Italy to take responsibility and do something. Fill this line with more troops. Leaving everything up to little old Bulgaria. I have 17 divisions arrayed against the Soviet hordes. I need more friends. Where can I find more friends? I could call Germany and I could call all of my puppets in probably. Let's call Czechoslovakia in there, and I can give them their stuff back and maybe get some more troops. Jesus, what am I even doing? I wonder what I'm even doing. Fortunately, though, there are barely any Russians here. I'm guessing they're all in the Far East. They're probably going to redeploy soon, very soon. Until they do, I have free reign. Yeah, it definitely helps that the Soviets are pretty much not home. Along with my massive air power means I can do anything almost anything I want to. I've certainly been able to push with even my trash. It's gonna take a little more than just my trash to end the threat, but I'm definitely gonna be able to overwhelm them. Let's take out their little Baltic ally here, and then maybe send my tanks to the Caucasus to finish up that front. If we can get one continuous long front, I have a field marshal ready to cover it. Just don't really have enough infantry to do everything right now, because I'm still dedicating a ton of troops to the defense of my coastline. I don't think I have to be honest, but knowing the game, the moment I pull my army away from the coast, I'm gonna get naval invaded. I can feel it. But then again, I should probably just get on with it. Once we link up our front lines, we'll have a nice big stretch of Bulgaria, a nice big third Bulgarian Empire. Ooh, Bulgaria on all the seas. Along with the Italian forces, now my own forces are getting in here as well. I don't think there is much of a Soviet army left. It's funny though, how quickly we turned this into a complete Soviet massacre. So far so good. So managed to push to Iran, put 2 armies there, halted them, don't need more of a mess. Main push was towards Stalingrad. That went exceptionally well. Soviets are very thin on the ground, mostly because they've taken like 15 or 20 million casualties. They have a lot of, well, not that many divisions. They still have divisions, but they're fighting the Allies, they're fighting me, they're fighting the Chinese, they're fighting the Japanese, and they're losing to all of them. they're just losing to all of them, and I'm gonna make the most of that. Just gotta integrate a couple more puppets, and we'll have this in hand. This is one of my more ambitious maneuver of the campaign, like a straight cut towards Leningrad. See if I can get there. If I can, I'll have encircled probably what's left of their armies, but it's at the edge. It's well past the edge of my supply lines. There is no more supply here. Should probably make sure I take some hubs along the way. No, that's a little overly ambitious. Let's bring the tanks home and just push through here and link up. And so dies the Soviet Union, I guess. There goes Leningrad. Yay! So having good progress here. Got my first collaboration government in. All out assault along the line. I think the Soviets are done for. They have 230-ish, 220-ish divisions probably. Very likely no no manpower. Like, they are on all adults serve, and they still have 3 million. Okay, so they have more men than I thought, but it's not going to be enough. End of the day, they don't have a lot of juice left in that tank. And there goes the Soviet Union. It's done. I've defeated the giants. Let's see what we get out of this peace deal. I have no doubt that it will be horrible and disgusting, but we will give it our best shot, shall we? And we have created something truly disgusting. The Greater Bulgarian Federation stands triumphant and mighty, and in that process we made the world a mess. So there's Bulgarian Russia, there's some Italian parts of Russia, there's the Russian Federation. They'll join the Allies probably. There is, for some reason, the Republic of Lithuania here as well. Finland did get rewarded. They got Karelia and Sala back, so I'm gonna call it here. Bulgaria has gone to war with and defeated everyone who ever slighted it. We have brought the Russians to heel. We have unified the Balkans under a single strong banner, and in the process we have destroyed whatever sanity Bitt3rSteel had left. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the next one as well. See ya.